Did you ever wake up in the morning and just wander around aimlessly? You go grab a cup of coffee, then you go check your email, and then you go check social media, and then you turn on the TV and there's something good on there too. And next thing you know, the morning becomes afternoon and you've wasted half of the day because you weren't really even sure what you're supposed to be doing. You're just wandering around. Well, I'm here to help. My name is Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef. And today last night, I launched a new course called Plan Your Year in a Day, a Canva workshop for creating a yearly planner. Why would you want to take a course such as this when you can just go to a store and purchase a planner, right? There are planners everywhere. You probably carry around calendars. You probably have a lot of these around your house. I know I personally do carry around a smaller calendar with my dates on it. Well, to me, a planner is very personal. And I've used many planners in the past, and they just weren't quite a right fit for me, especially because of the kind of business that I have and the kind of things that I have to do on a daily basis. So I thought, why not create my own planner, which I did, and I customize it to fit my needs, and I want to teach you to do the same. So in this video, I'd like to share a little bit about this course, a little bit about what you're going to learn, and I have a couple printed out samples, but of course, your planners are going to be unique to your specific needs. So many people wonder, how do I get so much done in a short amount of time, or maybe not even a short amount of time? How do I get so much done, and why do I not seem stressed about it? Well, it hasn't always been this way. Let me tell you. I was not always a planner person, and I was not always a person who wrote down my goals. But I've always been a person who likes to work really hard. So that's what got me by, through different things that I've done. I've been a teacher. I did use a planner as far as like lesson planners, but not in regards to personal things. And I was always like, when I was a student, I always had my assignments written down and I would do them. But it wasn't until I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I went to an event and I sat in the audience and they were talking about goals and I was rolling my eyes. I was like, not again, not another talk about goals and setting goals. And I did kind of roll my eyes, but I did write down I was going to start a YouTube channel. And then the speaker said, if you're going to write down your goals, nothing's going to happen unless you take action. So I got up at the next break and I walked out into the lobby and I recorded some of the swap cards. And from that point on, my YouTube channel was born. Now I have almost 39,000 subscribers, and I thank you for being here. And a lot of things have happened since then, and I've been setting goals ever since, and I've grown as a person, both professionally and personally. And I think that goals can help you achieve anything in life that is realistically achievable. I'm going to talk about SMART goals in a little bit and what those are. And I do cover a little bit about creating goals in the course and creating checklists. So the course itself is about 3 hours long, and that's why I call it's going to be over 3 hours by the time I finish it. I really didn't expect it to get approved so quickly. But considering I have about 18 courses now on the platform, I knew what to do to make sure that I had all of the requirements met, but I wasn't quite finished with the final conclusion yet. So there's going to be over 3 hours of video content. There's about 3 hours right now. So you can go through all the content in one day or one weekend and have your entire planner done. The course is broken up into a few sections. You have an introduction. Then you have a section where you're going to create a yearly calendar. This part is going to be fun because Canva, if you're not sure about what Canva is, it's a graphic design platform. It's online. Not to be confused with Canvas Workspace. I have many courses on Canvas Workspace as well. Canva, C-A-N-V-A, is a program that you can sign up for free and use it for graphic design. And the really nice part about the first section is you're going to create your own yearly calendar. And you can create multiple calendars. Maybe you have one for personal, maybe one for work, maybe one for each of your child's events that are going on at school. And I teach you how to create the table that the calendar is made of, and then all of the different months, and how to put graphics onto the calendar, And you can just see when we get to March how there's an extra line there because I wanted all the calendars to have the same amount of rows and columns. So if the month had 31 days, I teach you how to put the little diagonal line in there and how to align your numbers into tables, how to change your borders, how to create a section for notes. And then you can print out your calendar and use it, or multiple copies, or print it out as needed. This calendar is not something that you're going to get in the mail. You're going to design this yourself and you're going to use it. So you could do certain things. You could say, at the end of making this monthly calendar, you might just want to print out, say, January or January and February. And you may want to put little stars on things, other graphics on important dates. You may want to do a perpetual birthday calendar and just put everyone's birthday on it. And then you'll have it for the whole year. And you can just write it down. So you don't miss anyone's birthdays. I'm just kind of going through the rest of the months. So I show you how to design the first couple of months, and then I go away and I design the rest, and I give you the first month so you can then start working on it, and then I give you the completed one in a PDF format, and I give you the Canva template. So if you really just want to learn how to do it, but you then don't want to actually do it yourself, that's totally up to you. You can then take the template and just make it your own and put little dates on it and little graphics wherever you want to mark the important dates. So Yearly Planner has a calendar at a glance, which I'm going to give you. A calendar at a glance is going to be 2 pages of all of the calendars so that you can know which day the months and the weeks fall on, etc. Now, I like to have my month start on a Sunday when it comes to a monthly calendar. And then when it comes to a weekly calendar, I like to have it start on a Monday. So I'm going to show you that. And a lot of times when I looked at the different Canva calendar templates, they had a lot of graphics on them and not a lot of room for writing, or they started on a Monday and I wanted to start on a Sunday. I just wanted to design it my own way. And I have a different version of this than you're going to have. Mine has a different font because I'm a crafter and I like to use a font called More Sugar. It's really cute. Whereas this one's more of a professional font. All right, so then after you learn how to create the yearly calendar and to put the graphics on it and to put the notes page and format the tables and the borders and all those things, then we're going to create a weekly calendar. You're going to do this for the whole year. And the difference is you're going to work with tables and borders, but this time you're going to work with, there's going to be shading on every other one, and I put Saturday and Sunday at the bottom, starting with the Monday, and put this at the bottom so you can combine the weekend activities, and then you should have a top priority for the week. Now, in this section where I teach you about the weekly calendar, I teach you about a tool inside Canva called Bulk Create. It is amazing if you have the professional version, but if you don't, I do give you a calendar with there's 54 weeks. I started in January, and then I went into the next year of January 2025, so you'd have 54 weeks. So I do put the dates in here for you. I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets. Google Sheets is another free program. Canva is free. Google Sheets is free. Everything I'm showing you, you can do without the pro version. All the graphics, I made sure I used free graphics for this. But the pro version allows you to put all the dates in all at once. So I'm going into Google Sheets and I explain how to put all the dates for every week, for the weeks throughout the year. And then we import that and bulk create 54 pages just in a snap. It's amazing. If you don't have the professional version, it's okay because you can just type your dates on the top, or you can just use the one I give you. Now, why are weekly planners important? It's because each week you should have a visual idea of what's going on. So for example, I'm in training programs. So I'm taking training right now on artificial intelligence, and I've been doing this for over a year now, and I'm definitely plan on doing courses on this as well. And I should have explained my background. In the course, I did not explain my background, but I will explain it right here because I know I don't explain it very often. But for over 17 years, I was a teacher and technology trainer for teachers. And so I taught science and technology. So I'm very, very into the technology aspects of running my business now as a professional crafter. But I also know how important it is to take technological concepts and simplify them. And when I get that down, when I understand something enough that I can simplify it, then that means that I really want to share it with others. And there's so much going on in the world of artificial intelligence that anyone can benefit from, not just business owners, anybody in your personal life. So I really can't wait to share that kind of information with you as well. So if you're wondering why is she talking about that and planners, planners is actually more up my alley than the stuff behind me, because I've been doing the technology stuff for way longer than and graphic design and things, way longer than I've been doing this business part. All right, so anywho, it's important to have a week at a glance. So I'm in these training programs, and on this I would just put something like Tuesday and Thursday. Like the one day I have a sprint session, it's called, and then another day I have a Q&A session on Zoom. So I put something there, like just a note of it. And then on Wednesdays, or actually on Thursdays, I have a Grow Your Crafty Business Zoom group for my group. And then tomorrow I have a bingo. I have an online Fluffiest Friends bingo event. So I can put all that in the week at a glance. But that's not the same as your daily agenda. This is just overview. It's good to visualize your week. Now, the heart of the course, that's section 2, or it's actually section 3. First section is introduction. Second section is creating your calendar. Third section is creating your weekly planner with the 54 weeks. The fourth section is going to be creating your daily planner. You're going to have over 365 days. I'll give those all to you. But I'm going to give you the template as well so you can customize it. You can even change the fonts that I use, but I'm going to teach you how to make this. Why is this important? Because this is what stands in front of you moping around your house aimlessly, like I used to do, trying to find coffee, I was just drinking coffee, but this will just be my sample. This was me, okay? You wake up, put a little waffle in there, Lego my ego, right? Have some waffle, have some coffee. Oh, check social media. Oh my goodness, look at that cute cat. Look at my favorite motivational speaker is giving a message. So now some more reels come up, and these ballroom dancers. I love ballroom dancers. Look at this acrobatic stunt. And next thing you know, I'm scrolling through social media, whether it be reels on Facebook or reels on Instagram. And I'm scrolling and I'm getting sick. And then I go check my email and someone says, did you send my package yet? I ordered, I thought I sent them a tracking information. So next thing you know, I'm like, I'm going to go to Pirate Ship and get the tracking information and then send them the tracking information and then go, yeah, I sent it 2 days ago. It should be there on Saturday. Okay, next email. Oh, I got an order, so I stop everything. Oh, I better thank that person. Oh, let me go get the template from Google and open that up and da-da-da. And now I'm thanking someone. Next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the whole morning is shot. And I did do a few little tasks, which made me feel important and busy, right? I was doing my task, but I wasn't doing any of my top priorities. I was just getting stuff done. And I was just like keeping busy and everything, but never accomplishing a whole lot that way. So if this is you need a daily planner. Trust me, it's like a ship. It's like a captain driving a ship without a compass. It's like, it's like us not using GPS in our car. You don't know where you're going unless you have, your planner. So these are your daily tasks and everything. And I'm going to explain how they work towards your goals a little bit later. But this is just something that I use every day. And even when I don't have it printed out to use, it's in my head. By the fact that you're making this planner and making your to-do list, maybe you only made it the day before. Maybe you make one every few days. But by having this done, in your head, you're going to know, oh, I have a to-do list. I have priorities. By making a planner, you are going to be the type of person that plans. You're the type of person that gets things done. I've often heard the saying about goals. Somebody said something like, it's not about achieving the goal itself. It's about, I think it was Peter Sage, one of my mentors I listen to a lot. He's like, it's not about achieving the goal. It's about being the kind of person that can achieve that goal. So it's about the person you become while you're trying to achieve goals and while you're trying to get things done. So it's like having a plan is like so important. So whether you want to put things in your daily agenda, like I don't actually outline my day so specifically, and I definitely don't start at 8 in the morning. But you can put your daily task and your times, but important is your notes and reflections, because when you think of something, don't stop and react on it. oh, I have an idea. Oh, I better go do something. No, write it down to get it out of your brain. Because and I've also heard of things like when you're meditating or when you're thinking of things or ideas are coming in, catch them and toss them. Okay? And in this case, catch them, write them down so they get out of your brain. They're not cluttering your brain, and you're sticking with your top priorities and your to-do list, which is very important. I personally love my to-do list, and I love checking off things as I get them done. And then my top priority, there's always a top priority, and you cannot say there's not a top priority. You got to eat that frog, as the saying goes from the book, right? There is something that you probably want to do least each day, and that would probably be your top priority. If you're a morning person, you especially want to do that in the morning. Get your top priority done. Today for me, it's finishing this course because I actually thought it would get approved tonight. So it actually got approved really late last night. And so to me, my top priority today is finishing the last few videos of the course. And I'll tell you what those are going to be. So this section is done. You can completely create your daily planner. Then I use bulk create again, create 365 days of the daily planner. Next is checklist, but going back to my daily priorities. Another priority I have to do by tomorrow is tomorrow I need to finish all my swap cards. So there's going to be 26 cards. I need 12 for one category and 14 for another. Am I done? No. But did I plan ahead of time? Yes. I've already used my ScanNCut to cut the shapes. It's been cold out in my she shed, so I brought them inside and I colored them with glitter. I've already embossed all the pieces and I've started assembling. I've done everything. And now I have on my list to just do the final assembly and put them in bags and write the list of supplies and then put my stickers on them. So I am almost done, but it's because I've been planning each step of the way to get so much done. So what stands between you and walking aimlessly around your house for the first few hours of each day, not sure what you're supposed to do, not getting anything accomplished, is having a planner. And in that planner, you need to have some goals written down. So in the last section of the course, which I don't have a visual for you, it kind of looks like this, but there's a checklist section. It's the second to the last section because last I teach you how to print. But in your checklist section, I show you some of my checklists that I use on a daily basis. And even when they're not printed out, they're in my head because of the fact that I made a checklist. It's important to make checklists because you're never going to be able to ask anyone for help or to grow if you're in a business situation or if you need help in anything you do. If you don't have a checklist on how you do things and a procedure, it's going to be very hard to ask someone to help you with that. So right now I do have a few team members from my team that do help me do things. Like, for example, creating welcome packets for new team members. And we had a checklist and they used that to know what to put in the packets. But that's not one of the checklists I show you in this course. The checklists I show you are things I use when I post a YouTube video. I have a checklist. When I ask a guest to be on my podcast, there's a checklist of things I follow. Gratitude, to remember to be grateful for things. If you're grateful for what you have, you're inviting more abundance into your life and you're going at life with a abundance mentality, not a scarcity mentality. So you can do a checklist or a gratitude journal as part of your planner. Anything can be done inside Canva with the tables, with the lines, with the graphics. It's amazing. And thank you guys all for your likes. I see we have lots of thumbs up. Thank you for liking this video. And we have 14 watching. So yay for watching without me even announcing this. Now back to the goals. So the checklist I'm having you create in this section is called the goals checklist. Now, part of the goal, having a goal, is that it needs to fit into your overall vision and mission for whatever you're trying to do. And then I'm going to explain what SMART goals are. So a vision is an overarching picture of where you want to be. It's something in the future. It's at some point in time. And you can have a vision and you can have a mission, and they go together, but a vision is much bigger. It might be you could have a vision of something like, I want to abolish world hunger. Okay. I mean, these are big visions. You could be a visionary. You could have, I want to have a iPhone in every in everybody's hand, or everybody access to internet all around the world. I mean, this can be big visions, and you could have missions. You could have a mission that's a little bit more specific and a little closer to home. Like, I'm going to abolish homelessness in my city. Okay, something like that. I'm going to make sure that there's not any stray animals in this entire area. Okay, so these are, vision is really big. A mission is something you could be on, but that's not the same as a goal. And many times the reason people don't achieve their goals is because they treat them like a vision or a mission. Really big, they're not specific, and they're not even achievable. So I want to talk about SMART goals for a minute and how you can use a checklist and a goals checklist to help you achieve those things. So SMART stands for, it's an acronym. It has SMART. And SMART, the S in the SMART stands for your goal has to be specific. So I have a specific goal this year with Stampin' Up! Business, and I am going to, not trying to, but I'm going to earn an incentive trip to Disney. And it happens in 2025, and I have until September 30th, and I'll get to that date in a moment, to earn it in 2024. And the trip will be in 2025. So I have a goal to earn that. So that is specific. Now, is it M, measurable? Measurable goal. M in the SMART stands for measurable. Yes, it's measurable because you can either earn the trip or not earn the trip. So that is a measurable goal. A, is it achievable? Yes, it's achievable for several reasons, because less than 1% of all demonstrators do achieve this goal. So it is a hard, challenging goal, and all goals should be challenging. But it's achievable in that I've done it before. I've achieved it before, so it's achievable. Okay, so there goes the achievable. And the fact that there's a way to do it through, team building and sales, and there's a way to do it, so it's achievable. They give me an outline of how to do it, so it's achievable. Is it related? Is it relevant? Is it relevant to my overall vision and mission? Okay, my overall vision and mission, I'm always thinking about, what is my future self at 80 years old saying to me right now? Are they going to thank me for my actions, or in this vision of talking to my future self? And it could be more than, I hope I live to be longer than 80, older than 80. But when I'm 80, is my future self going to thank me for my actions now? Or are they going to be like, you really made it hard for me in the future? Because I have a vision of having much more free time and much more financial freedom in the future. And in order to achieve that, I have to do things now that my future self will thank me for. Okay, so I have a vision. Does this trip fit in with that? Absolutely. Because I love to travel. I love Disney. I love earning incentive trips. Yes, totally fits in with it. And it fits in with the overall vision of, I have a vision to grow my business. So it fits into the overall vision for that. And my mission is to earn, in order to grow my business, my mission is to serve more people by helping them achieve their goals, and achieve not just their goals through personal, like I'm doing here. Hopefully this helps you, but through creativity and crafting. So my mission is definitely to teach the world to craft. Okay, like to teach everybody that creativity is such a great outlet, that it can be used to make other people happy, to spread love. Now, I know that I'm just one person, but when I teach others to craft and you send cards, I feel like I'm impacting more people that way. And yes, I know that's why it's a vision and a mission. It's not achievable. It's not a goal. My goal then is to do a video, at least one video each week. I do way more than that, but I'm saying that's an achievable goal that helps support my mission. But we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, we have S, specific, M, measurable. We had A, achievable, right? Like, I'm not going to go try to win an Olympic gold medal. Not achievable, but I can achieve an incentive trip. Achievable, relevant, and then timely was the T for the SMART. So timely means that you have to have a time for each goal that you set. Whereas your vision and mission don't need a timeline. If you want to eradicate world hunger, or you want to do something like, I want to spread love through crafting, that doesn't have to have a timeline, because that's a vision or mission, but a goal has to have a timeline. So it's timely. So that's what a SMART goal is, and I do teach about that in this course. And you make your checklist then you can use that over and over again to achieve any of your goals. I think you're going to start using this and finding that it's very useful, and you're going to start finding yourself, like you're probably going to start amazing yourself, because you're going to be like, wow, I'm getting so much more done, and I'm planning my days, and I'm reflecting and making small improvements. And over time, those small improvements turn into big improvements. All right, so that's the checklist section. And then I teach you how to print your PDF, or actually not your PDF, your templates. And I'm sharing the templates with you so you could print mine, but you don't have to print them all at once. I do give you like hundreds of pages, but you just print the ones you need. And then I want to teach you how to make a form fillable PDF. That's the part I haven't recorded yet. I use Adobe Acrobat Pro for that. That is a paid version, but I do have one version of an online program that I'll share with you in case you want to create a form fillable PDF. And I'll show you a sample of that. You'd probably just want to print this out, and it's very good to do it by hand, I think. So that's the final section, is ways to save this as an image, because maybe you want to write a calendar of your classes that are upcoming. And then you want to take this and you want to say 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and you put some times, and then you want to save this as a graphic. I'm going to show you ways to export this as a PDF or a graphic, or to print it, and to print certain pages and not all the pages, etc., etc. Then how to make a form fillable PDF, and then we'll wrap things up. And that's the course in a nutshell. So anyone can benefit from this course, but it's especially designed for those of you who just want to just be more organized in your life and plan your days, and that you want to make the planner unique to your own personal needs, and that you want to learn Canva. So if you already are a Canva enthusiast, you will definitely learn some new skills. Maybe you're not familiar with bulk create. That's not a new feature, but it's a feature that maybe you haven't used yet. So the whole course is be worth it just for that reason. And the courses are so inexpensive. I should have said that. This is so affordable and inexpensive that I should hope that it's a no-brainer for you to take this for the results that you're going to get. So right now there are coupons for $9.99. So that's not the regular price of the course, but right now under this video, I have coupons for $9.99 for all of the classes that I offer, not just this one. So I have 11 Brother ScanNCut courses, several card making workshops, a making and selling crafts course, a label making course, and a Canva course. So about 17, 18 courses in all, I'm thinking about. Just not sure the exact count at this point. But one of the jobs that I have is definitely documenting what I do and teaching others. So you can go on there and use those coupons for the next 5 days until January 24th, around late at night on that day, I'm pretty sure. I wrote the time there in the description of this video. Once you enroll in the course, it never expires. You can put the course in your library and watch it later. But I think this is the kind of course you want to get done in one day. It's January. Don't put off planning this year. Plan the year. Get the stuff down. You can print it out later. You can keep typing into it. And when you're ready when you have some things in it, you could then print it out. Then you can add the rest by hand. This is all you. This is you. Only you can plan your year. Only you can make stuff happen. And only you know what your vision is and the goals that will help you support that. So that's how to do this. And then lastly, I didn't get to say hi to you guys, but I wanted to say that I appreciate your support. If you're supporting this channel, and I see a few of you are here because it popped up, and now I'm too far away from the camera to see who's all here. But if you are a channel supporter and you are one of the members of the YouTube channel, Papered Chef, then you do have free coupon. You have a free coupon. Just go look inside the post, in the community post, and there will be your free coupon. So you don't have to enroll in the course using the $9.99 coupon. It's free. If you are a Patreon member, a supporter of this channel, or if you're a member of my Grow Your Crafty Business community, you also, Grow Your Crafty Business was already given a coupon. And the Patreon members, I will make a post later tonight after I show my bingo prizes. That's what I'm doing next. It's because it's on my list, guys. It's on my list, so I'm doing it next. Anyway, Patreon members will get coupons to all of my courses for free that are good for the whole next month. So you don't need to enroll that way. if you want to enroll, even if you get coupons, that's fine. It supports my channel and my business, and I appreciate it. And I'm just going to see if there's any questions that popped up. And I don't want to touch, if I get disconnected, it's because I touched the camera. Okay, can't see anything like that. I just see some comments, and I see lots of comments, but I'm not going to go and say hi to everybody that's here. I'm just going to thank you all for coming. And I do, in my Grow Your Crafty Business group, I do go over Canva and how to use it more. If you guys are struggling with this course, I can do a live, on here on showing you some things, but I think you're going to find it very easy to follow. But please ask any questions you have within the course. And when I get to it, I'll include an assignment section where you can post a sample of your planner if you'd like. It's an option so that you can get feedback on it that way. All right, that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.